the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team out there, we are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing today. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down, looking to throw it. The receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And they'll give it to the back. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the punt team now on to kick it away.
On to punt it away.
Brought down by the coverage team. So the Akron Zips offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, crew. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Zips will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And looking to throw now on first down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. That play makes it 2nd and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He finds his man. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. No press here. The defense backing away. The short completion of the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made over the middle. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with the touch pass, but man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Running back has it on the screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Knocks that one right down the middle. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough for first down yards. You figure they'll take the 3 points. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Playing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Akron offense back out on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Play fake, looking to throw. swarmed by the pass rush. The sack.
Chris, I'm a bit surprised they went with play action here on third and such a long distance to gain. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you're asking your quarterback to catch the snap. Now he's got to take his eyes off of the coverage by worrying about a play action, and the result is a sack.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Single back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. At it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Defensive backs up to the line, showing press. The backs got it. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly...
Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14, Akron, 0.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. He escapes the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Breaks free. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
And the Zips will try to keep this drive moving.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for a man. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Zips will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. The pass rush closing in. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. It's a draw. Touchdown, Zips, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the return will be brought down. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And the Zips look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it second and short. Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. He's got room to run. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Akron Akron offense back out on the field now. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. On first down, it's play action. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. It's a shotgun run call. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Defense is coming after him. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incomplete for a third straight play. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab, but he stopped there by the defense for no gain. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Plenty ready to boot it away. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Takes the ball and heads to the left. They've got him down out near the 40.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. New setter down for the offense. First and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The Zips pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
He's hit just before the throw.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. He shreds the tackle. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Zips.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the wideout goes in motion. Pass not complete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Throwing off play action. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Keeping it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He breaks free, and he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run the option. The ball is loose. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover. Akron has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
This guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? First down. We're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He hands it off from the gun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the crossing route. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Akron.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Shotgun formation. There's an inside handoff. And the Zips pick up enough to get a first down there.
Quick call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. It's a draw play. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Leaning on the run game here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a second and goal play for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already sent to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right there at the line. No gain. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And it's caught. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw yet again. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They call the draw play here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.